What's up, Mr. Egret, my homie? How you doing, man? You just chilling? You waiting for some crackers? I'm just chilling right now out at this beautiful little spot in between appointments, and just kind of take a little, there's turtles out there, there's airplanes flying on over me, and just thought I would just take a quick moment just to share a little bit about my feedback from doing so many videos. I counted, I put out over 100 videos now on Facebook that are, self-development, inspirational, motivational types of videos. I started doing them about May of 2014, and so it's been about a year and a half I started doing it. And I put out a lot of videos on YouTube, Instagram, and actually last month, in the month of October, I had committed to myself to doing a video every single day on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And not only that, but most of them, a lot of times they were different. I did a different video for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and it was challenging. But I thought I would share a little bit about what I learned from that experience, and what I really learned from it is about crushing your ego and not being afraid to. Whoa! I guess he has somebody else who's got food. He's taken off. He lost interest in me. But what I thought I would share is that you really want to do things to crush your ego. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but I learned that concept from one of my mentors. I used to be really shy. I used to have a fragile little ego. And what he said, look, you got to put yourself in a position to where, your fragile little ego that you're protecting and things like that actually gets destroyed. Because as that happens, you will be more confident to just go out there and just do whatever. It's kind of like what they say in we got an airplane flying over here right now. What's up, guys? Hope you're going to like Hawaii or something like that. Yeah, they're probably going somewhere cool. But in Fight Club, I don't know if you remember Tyler Durden, he says, you're only free to do everything and anything after you've lost everything. And so we go through lives trying to protect our identity, protect our ego. But when you've had your ego destroyed and things like that, it's kind of a freeing experience in a way, because then you're free to just recreate yourself and do anything. And so imagine if you just went out into the mall and you just screamed or just started singing right in the middle of the grocery store or something like that out loud so everybody could hear you. It'd be kind of embarrassing, maybe humiliating, but at the same time, after you get done, you would feel a high like you've never felt. And I know that because I've done that before. I've done weird things where I'm in the elevator, and as soon as you get to our floor, I'll start clapping really loud and say, yes, we did it. Or, when an airplane lands, start clapping and cheering and screaming. Do things to create that social pressure. Because of the fact that it's freeing, it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it frees you. And so that's the thing what doing videos does. As you're putting yourself out there, you're kind of laying it all out, for your fragile little ego to get attacked. You're being vulnerable, but at the same time, it's freeing. It's, it allows you to just become more of who you already are. And so I really learned that. And so, what's up, guys? Wow, that's a loud one. But, so take, for example, Mr. Egret, who just left me for somebody else. There's people on the other side of the pond over there that are feeding him, so he's not as interested in me anymore. But say, for example, somebody like that Egret, he doesn't care what I think about him. I could be like, dude, you're a freaking idiot, man. You are so stupid. You're sitting here, you're hoping I give you food, and I'm not gonna give you shit. Do you think he cares? Whatever, I'm just being a bird, man. I could care less, because a bird's gonna do what a bird's gonna do. A bird doesn't compare itself to another bird. A bird doesn't really give, a rat's ass about what you think. A bird is just gonna do what a bird's gonna do. But because we have these incredible minds, which are great, but they also hold us back because of the fact that we do care so much about what other people think about us. We do care and get, offended and bothered if someone, says something rude to us or something like that. Where birds just says, you know what? Hey man, whatever. I'm gonna do whatever you want to do regardless. And so as you're, doing videos and things like that consistently, what I learned from it was to be more kind of just like a bird. It just got to the point where I just didn't care anymore. What people think about me, or anything like that. I'm just gonna be real. I'm sure a lot of people probably think I'm an idiot, but a lot of people, actually do like what I have to say. And because of that, I've started to build a little bit of a personal brand. And take, for example, last month, in October alone, I started out the month with 2,400 friends on Facebook. By the end of the month, I had over 3,000 friends, and the majority of those, 99% of them, sent me the friend request. Literally over 600 people sent me a friend request. I doubled my YouTube subscriber count. Over 600 new people started following me on Instagram from all that massive contribution of putting out value. And I'm sure a lot of people unfriended me, blocked me, thought I was an idiot, and so forth. But guess what? The law of attraction was in action. You know, I was repelling the people that thought I was an idiot and attracting the people into my life that wanted to be more a part of what I'm doing. And who really would you rather go out of your way to impress? You know, do you want to impress your people that actually do care and support you? Those are more likely the people that are going to pay your bills anyway if you do come out with a product or service or something like that. Or do you want to impress the people that really, you know, think you're an idiot? You know, and a lot of people go through their life, you know, they get jobs that they hate to get money to buy things that they don't really want just so that they can impress people that they don't really like, which is kind of a silly way to, you know, to go through living life. So you know what, I think everybody should, you know, should have a YouTube channel, should commit to putting out videos, because it's going to force you to, you know, to become better. You know, it's going to force you to, you know, to become more expressive in yourself. And right now, you know, there's people walking around and things like that, where I used to get nervous about doing a video out in public because I would care about what people think about me. But I don't, you know, really care about that anymore. And that, I didn't start out like that, but it was a process from doing it. You know, you get to the point where it's like, you know, whatever. You know, the people who you realize who are thinking about you, 10 minutes, 15 minutes from now, they won't even remember who I was. You know, it's just a quick little blimp in their day. But they're not going to be focusing 10 years from now. You remember that one time that guy was shooting a video in the middle of the park and I was walking out to my car and I saw him doing a video out there? What an idiot. No, it's a short little thing, so it doesn't really matter. You find out that the little things that what we think about people don't really matter. It's not that big of a deal. So I encourage everybody, you know, get in the habit of doing some videos. Get to know yourself better as a person. You'll develop your communication skills better. What I also like about it is that it allows you to observe the world more. You become more present. Because I do videos and I tend to do self-improvement videos and inspirational videos, it has forced me to become more aware of the world that's going on around me. I look for things that can, you know, relate, just like the egret I talked about. I try to look for things. It teaches me to become more present. And it's going to allow you to become more expressive. And lastly but not least, it'll teach you not to care so much about what other people think about you. I don't care what that airplane thinks of me, right? So with that, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing your videos.